Boom, ba 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 da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. See if we get any people following. See if we get any people join us for our final build. I'll just wait and see if anyone comes in. Hello, people. Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Bonjour. Nine. Let's see. Let's wait. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where's everyone? Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, how you doing, Jimmy? How's the Jimmy doing? Jim. How's my audio? Can you hear me? Can you hear me today? Can you hear me today? Can you hear me today? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, da. That's good. Well, we're gonna see if any other people join for the festivities. So we're just gonna wait for a little bit before I start. Gonna wait to see if any other stragglers show up to watch the build. Today we're gonna finish the workbench that I've been building out of salvaged material from a form job. The 2x10s that I'm using I pulled off, were salvaged from a form job that I did, and same with all the 2x4s. So kind of recycling and making myself a nifty little workbench. So we're going to do the final build and finish it up today. So, nice. Well, that sounds like fun. Well, anyways, we're not going to wait for the stragglers anymore. Now, in the previous videos, I showed you all how to make the base. These are the stands, pedestals, base, whatever you want to call them. I went over how to build them and the math to do it, and also how to do a flush lap joint. But if you don't feel confident in doing a lap joint, I thought I would just show you that you don't have to make the lap joint. You don't have to make a lap joint. You can actually just crisscross them, put a couple screws through it, and that's more than strong enough. And if you want to really make it strong, you can fill the pieces in between here and on the other side with 2x4, and that makes it a 1-ton support. But this here for a workbench and table is more than strong enough, so you don't have to carve it out and do a flush half lap. You can do just a standard crisscross lap. Like, nothing fancy about it, as you can see. Nothing fancy about that one. Really simple. All I do is just lap, then mortise it out. Not like the one that I showed in the video. In the video, it's a flush lap. We mortised it out, so that way it can sit in nice and flush. So, yeah, I've already measured out how big I want my workbench to be. So what I've done is I've taken 3 2x4s, to the length that I want. One of them I notched out. I notched it out on both ends because it's going to sit horizontally because it's going to be a structure support. The other two are just tie-in supports. And I cut a whole bunch of the 2x10 that I salvaged from the form job that I did. These will become the top, my countertop. Now they're not perfect. They're old. There's broken off screws stuck in them and stuff like that. They're pretty rough, but they're going to work. It's a workbench. It's going to get abused. So these will work fine. So I cut them down to the width that I want my bench to be. So assembling it is really simple. Let me get the horsey out of the way. And we'll take one of our stands, one of our supports. We'll take one of our 2x4s and we'll line it up so we're going flush to the edges. Now I'm going to grab my deck screws. I'm using 3-inch common deck screws, nothing fancy. We'll grab the Metabo impactor. I'm going to use the impactor for this. I could use a drill, but I don't feel like using a drill today. I feel like using my Metabo. So good. Now I'm just going to screw that one in nice and flush. Yeah, I'm going to take my other one nice and flush. It's not the prettiest looking wood in the world. A little bit wet, a little bit rotten-y, but it will work. I'll just get these screwed on. We'll get one front here done. Pick her up. Get it all set on. Lovely dovely. Look at this. It almost looks like a workbench. Here, I'm going to pan the camera down just a little bit so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. There you go. Nice. There. Got that one in. This one, no math needed. I'm just going to put it pretty much in the center. First, I'm going to get out of my trap. Oh, get out of my trap. Hop. Line it up about there. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Gotta make a wee bit of a modification here. I didn't take enough off. I did not take enough off. Let's see here. That's better. Need to take another half an inch off. Okay, there we go. Much better. Put a couple more screws in there. Where did I put the drill? Where did I put my impact door? Oh, there it is. Grab a couple more screws. Now it looks center enough for me. There we go. Now, the thing that you can do is you can put a support straight across here to there. And you can do some short diagonals to support, keep it rigid. But I'm going to be putting it tight against the wall. And I want it all wide open here because I'm going to put my vacuums and a cart underneath it. So when I put it in, I'm going to just put a back plate on there. And I'm going to put diagonals on the back to make it rigid so the water is wide open. But for now, we're just going to put our boards on. And for that, I need a tape measure. And a pencil. And my marbles. Now, I want to put this in the center, so I'm going to go 80 inches divided by 2, which is 40. Now I got 9.5 divided by 2. So that's 4 3/4. That will be my first board. Now I'm starting from the center. Always start your boards when you're doing something like this from the center so you can trim off the excess and it kind of looks even and balanced. Now we're going to get the first one on. And I'm coming up from underneath with the screws. No, I'm not going through the top. You come up from underneath. Now, let's get our boards on, going both directions. See if we actually have enough cut here. This is a pretty chunky looking table, my friends. Pretty chunky looking workbench. I tell you, it's gonna be pretty. That's heavy duty. I think she'll serve the purpose just fine. Now what we do is we'll just carry on underneath, screwing them up, but we're going to make sure that they go on square, so we're going to do a little bit of squaring. But that's it. Pretty simple. And like I said, if you want to make it more rigid, you put a center board across the center, put a couple diagonals, cut yourself a couple on 22/5s, and kind of get them in there, and that kind of gives you rigidity. But I'm going to be putting it to the back of the wall. So I'm going to be putting a board from here to here, and I'm going to have a diagonal from here and a diagonal from there. And that's what's going to give me my rigidity, so I am all wide open, so I can put all my vacuums, all this stuff over here underneath it. But that is a workbench. But I'm also going to on this on the face. I'm going to put a 2x4. I'm going to take a 2x4. I'm going to run it on the face like this. Kind of give me a little bit of stuff because we're going to build a bench vise that will mount onto this thing using common everyday hardware from a hardware store. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive, no ordering crap, anything off Amazon. Plain simple hardware. Then we're going to make some other jigs for it. And not only that, we're also going to put some dog holes in these 3 boards here. We're going to put dog holes. So that way we can have the dog in our bench vise. We can push against it like this. So there's a lot of possibilities to do this. But this is made out of cheap lumber that literally was paid for. Doesn't need to be pretty because it's going to get used. It's going to get worked on. And if I need a smooth surface, I can just put a piece of MDF over top of a part of this and have myself a nice level smooth surface. But for a workbench, this is more than good enough. Quick and simple. Like this whole entire thing here, if you were to go to the store to buy it, would probably cost you $60 to $80. $60 to $80 in just using construction grade pine or spruce. So that's not too bad. And it's pretty simple. And it'll be pretty sturdy and strong so I can get her all done. Yeah. It would take me a long time to sit here and screw all this in. And if I sat here screwing all this in and finishing it off, I wouldn't have any time to talk to you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the plan. That's the strategy. Yeah. Where did I put my tape measure? There. Like that. So anyways, who all's here? Is there anyone else watching? Anyone else paying attention? Have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Bueller? I think I'm just going to put the screws on the top because I'm not worried about it. None of that. I'm feeling lazy. Feeling lazy. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. So, questions? Anyone? Math. No math on this one. This part's not going to have any math. This part is just making screwing a whole bunch of wood down. Wood together. That's it. Quick and simple. Painless and easy. Do. Do. My golden rule, I put my pencil down. There, put pencil down. Looks square enough to me. Looks square enough to me. There we go. Now she's braced. That is solid. Look at that. That's friggin' solid. Nice, hey? Plain Jane, simple, quick, easy, painless. Love it. Big old heavy-duty workbench, my friends. Who all's here? Who all's here still? Who all's here? Hey, anyone watching? Anyone that cares? Blah! Fastened down, solid as hell. Park a car on it, do a dance on it. Tell the world that it's a stage to perform on. It's a workbench. It's a simple, cheap, dirty, fast. Like, all in all, to build something, build this simple little workbench, work table that's using just standard lumber. Like, it's not a finishing table, it's not a high-end table, but it's a workbench. It's going to get abused. Hammers are going to hit this thing. You're going to swing on it. You're going to put tools on it. You're going to put parts on it. If you want a nice smooth section, you can take a nice piece of MDF and put it down. But for under $100, and all in all, it should only take you 2 hours. 2 hours to build this thing. 2 hours if you follow my videos, the previous videos on it. Should take you about 2 hours to build this. Build it. In 2 hours, under $100, you got a workbench that, well, it'll probably last you a lifetime. And it's like, and I made this one out of material that I salvaged off a foundation that I did. We couldn't reuse it. The homeowner didn't want us to reuse it, so I decided I'd take some of it home and repurpose it into projects, and I made a table out of it, a workbench work table out of it that's solid, rigid, kind of has some nice detail to it. It's like we got our little crisscross legs that we got, our crisscross supports. She's there. She's solid. She's beefy. She's chunky, and you don't have to worry about beating the hell out of it and spilling oil on it. Cheap, easy, fast. There you go. Well, that's pretty much it. I showed you how to make the braces, how to make the stands, the pedestals. Went over how to quickly put the top on, quick and easy and fast. And you can clean it up however you want. If you want, you can go over some sander, some wood filler. You do whatever you want. You could throw one sheet of sanded ply over it, a piece of MDF over it. But this is a strong, solid base, a good foundation. And this thing's going to have my shop press on it. It's going to have my drill press on it. And I'm going to have all the other stuff under it. It's going to have my big Delta drill press on it. It's going to have my 20-ton hydraulic shop press on it. It's going to see some use. And we're going to be able to clap our jigs to it. And we're going to be able to use it to build projects and make future content for you guys. There you go. Quick and simple. Less than $100 of wood. 2 hours of work. A little bit of math in the beginning. And you're off to the races. All you need to do is know how wide you want it, how long you want it, and then just go from there. You can calculate your material. Like, basically divide how long you want it to be by whatever you're. And I could have ran my boards diagonal, like horizontal or vertical like this. I could have ran it any way I want. I just chose it this way because to me, this is how I wanted it. So that way, if I need to, I can replace one board at a time. So if one board gets really screwed up or something happens to it, I can just replace that one board. I don't have to replace a big long length. So to me, this is more practical. So there you guys go. Really simple, practical, functional workbench work table. So, yeah. Oh, that was fun. I don't see anyone in chat chit-chatting, so since we got no chat, no one wants to talk, comment, or make anything, so. Oh well, I made part 4 of the video, part 4 of the table build. Now you kind of get her. I got my back piece and my brace to support it. Quick and simple and easy. Nothing fancy. Yeah. Quick, simple, nothing fancy. Now I'm going to clear the stuff out of there, and I'll try to get her into place. We can kind of load it up with some stuff. Oh. Let's get everything out of the way here so I can put it all in. Get it into its hole. Around here. card out. I'm going to move you guys back a little bit more. Card out. We got the vacuums out and the fan out. And we'll worm it into place. Get everything put back. Oh, now she's not a light table, so. Ooh, tight like I wanted it. Go. There's enough room to get my clamps and cables. Move it down a little bit more this way. Pipe in the way. There you go. Right where I wanted it. A nice workbench now. Nice big workbench. Yay! Yep. It's a workbench. Put the stuff back underneath. There. Workbench up and on. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There. And now all I need to do is just get the drill press out and bring that up. Nice. I'm happy. I'm happy. There we go. I have myself a workbench. Down, dirty, simple, quick, cheap workbench. Hey. There we go. That was fun. That was fun. Didn't take that long to build either. Quick, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's Jamie. Danny, Jamie, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. There you go. Part 4 of the workbench done. Now all you get to do is build jigs and other cool stuff to go in a bench vise. Bench vise, drill some dog holes then make some dogs. Put a bench vise on it so we have something to secure projects in so when we're working on them. Get the drill press set up in that corner. We're going to make a little cart that's going to go underneath there for the planer so I can pull the planer in and out. Make a little cart for it and just keep building stuff and adding to it. Making little projects that you guys can all do, copy, and improve on. Make changes to. You don't have to build it the exact same way I did. It's just to inspire you, getting you guys wanting to build stuff, motivated to do stuff. And none of that. Get it so that way you're used to the tools, not scared of the tools, not fearing the tools. Wanting to use the tools. Wanting to have fun, wanting to enjoy. Wanting to create, wanting to build. It never has to be fancy. Not something like this. This is my marbles. Where's my marbles? Got screws in my pocket. I'll take those screws out of my pocket. Yeah. It's a workbench. We now have a workbench. We can do projects on, have some fun with, be creative, press finally up off the ground. Next one is the drill press. And the planer, and the cart for the planer. Awesome. Good times, good times, good times. What we like to see. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I dropped it. I can't find it. Where did it go? No. Water here. Open my curtain. Where did they go? Where did it go? Where did my lighter go? Interesting. Most interesting peoples. Most interesting. Look at that. Tying you guys in on the workbench. Anyways, I'll be right back, people. Never mind. Right there. There's my other tape measure. Here we go. Let's see. Look at this. We now have a workbench to do projects on. Exciting. Very exciting. Yeehaw! The workbench that we can mount a router jig to. And the router jig go mounted up on there. Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. Bench that we can mount our router jig to. Great. It's great stuff. No, not bad. How are you doing? No. Have you made snow angels and a snowman yet, Ott? You've been out there to try to have a little bit of fun with that snow at least? Don't know if you got kids. If you got kids, you should be out there making snow forts and throwing snowballs at them. That's what kids are for. Kids are there to let you be a kid once in a while, every now and then. Yeah, we got workbench. We can mount our router table jig too. We're gonna make a bunch of other jigs that we can use on it. We're gonna have fun times. This year is gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to teach you as much as I can, but there you go. Less than $100 in wood and 2 hours. Just follow, make a pan. And like I said, you can do it how I did it, or you can make changes to it. You can experiment. When you build your workbench, experiment with it. But like I said, all you need is your measurements, your width, and that. And I already taught you all the math. Math is there. So, yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Doesn't take that much. It's not rocket science, to be honest. It literally is not rocket science. And doing a project like this will get you comfortable and used to using tools a little bit. Get used to using a circular saw, used to using a drill or an impact driver, and it'll be fun times. Plain Jane simple, nothing fancy. Made out of reclaimed wood that would have ended up in the landfill. If I wasn't a man that said, nah, it's wood, it's coming home with me. Yeehaw! Yeah, now we have a workbench. We'll get the planer out, we'll get the router out, and everything out, and the drill press set up. Good times. Good times. Be able to build all kinds of stuff this year with you guys. Build all kinds of stuff with you guys. But anyways, there you go. That's part 4 of the build. Quick, simple. If you missed it, just rewind to the beginning and just watch and listen to what I did. You don't have to listen to the rest of it. Just basically watch what I did. I'm going to edit the last of it out, and I'm going to put it into another video. and put that out for you guys. But I'll have an edited. I'll cut the final half of the build, the final part of the build, out of this live, and I'll make it into a video for those of you who just don't want to watch the live, just want to get to meat and potatoes of it. Yeah, well, I'll edit it, copy it out, and make a video for you guys to watch. That's it. That's a workbench that we can start using for making projects. And it's strong as heck. I could probably put my Honda Acura on this thing and probably hold it. I'm not going to try it because that sounds like work, but it probably could. Anyways, yeah. Don't see much chat going on in the chat, so don't see much activity. I guess I'm just going to say, have a great day. Enjoy your week. Don't work too hard. And if you work hard, make sure you get paid for it. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. Ciao, bambinos.